how do you see the future of Kenyan coffee exports?
Globally, our coffee is recognized in terms of quality. Consumers' preference is now on understanding the story behind the cup. Pristine Komo-Igi is not just about coffee, it's a story of farm to cup. We are specifically concentrated on both production and export of Kenyan coffee. We have over 40 acres of coffee.
Over 40 acres?
Yes.
Wow.
We connect farmers who are growing premium coffee, just like Komo-Igi farms, to global markets with the purpose of ensuring that consumers are able to trace back what they are buying, and at the same time, farmers are able to get a fair deal of what they are producing.
Wow. Coffee is one of Kenya's top export earners. So today we have a special podcast coming to you from Champs Media Studios. Tunataka tukue educated na mambo ya kahawa. And in the studio with me is Joe Karani. Joe Karani is agribusiness consultant for a company, for a firm that exports coffee. And the company is known as Pristine Komo-Igi Limited. Karibu sana Joe.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you in the studio.
Pleasure.
Yeah, na mkiendelea kuochi hivi wacha niwaambie nilikuwa na Joe mashambani, so atuzungumuzi tu tukiwa studio. We went to the farm so that I can get a feel of what Pristine Komo-Igi Limited is doing, and it was a great working with you in the farms.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex.
So remind or tell us, we were in the farm, yes, but where is Pristine Komo-Igi?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here today to talk about what we do at Pristine Komo-Igi Coffee Export Company. We are based in Kiambu, Komodhai, and we are specifically concentrated on both production and export of Kenyan coffee. Pristine Komo-Igi Coffee Company owns Komo-Igi farms. We are coffee producers. We have over 40 acres of coffee. Over 40
acres?
Yes,
wow, that's
on the
huge.
land that I took you. And based on the global markets and the fair value of coffee globally, we were inspired to go out there, sell our brand, and to make international buyers understand the journey of coffee production. So Pristine Komo-Igi is not just about coffee, it's a story of farm to cup. Yeah.
Farm to cup, I like that. So you export coffee?
We export coffee.
And do you also have your local brand coffee you manufacture and sell?
Not yet. We've tapped on international markets because the sole purpose of us coming up with the Pristine coffee is to ensure that we connect farmers who are growing premium coffee, just like Komo-Igi farms, to global markets with the purpose of ensuring that consumers are able to trace back what they are buying, and at the same time, farmers are able to get a fair deal of what they are producing.
Wow. So your focus is on exporting coffee, educating farmers on international standards. And one thing I liked, by the way, is I felt like a tourist on those farms. So coffee matters can be quite touristic, eh?
Yeah, coffee production is quite detailed. One of our socio-sustainable approach of ensuring that you get that good coffee in your cup is by training our farmers on good agricultural practices. So that the end product that we export is of good quality. So we ensure that agronomically we give our farmers trainings, we train our farm managers on best practices, more so ensuring integrated pest management approaches are being taken care of to ensure that it's more of organic grown coffee rather than just commercial coffee.
Organic rather than commercial.
Yeah.
So that's the educating farmers, exporting. So that's what inspired you to venture into this?
We were inspired by ensuring that this well-produced coffee is getting in touch to the buyer and still giving fair deal to the farmer. Yeah.
And why is Pristine Komo-Igi coffee unique?
Pristine Komo-Igi coffee is unique because number one, it's traceable. You can tell where you're getting your coffee from. We can take you back to the farms as we did when we are coming to you. That is Onenki farms and other farms that we've done partnership with to ensure that we are able to do direct sale. Secondly, it's unique because of how it's grown. The agronomical aspect of good agricultural practices, how it's being produced from use of organic manure, organic pesticides, and all other cultural good management practices to ensure that it is traceable and grown eco-friendly.
Wow.
So second, another reason as to why we are strategically positioned to ensure that our coffee is premium, we are able to grow this coffee in very good rich soil organically, and the altitudes of our farms are quite favorable in terms of production of our coffee. So our coffee is distinct, rich in profile of flavors that are making it a brand that is reputable and unique.
So coffee is not just what we pluck from the trees, not just coffee. It is what you put in to get that quality. You know, the flavor.
Yes.
I'm learning quite a lot.
How you do your crop nutrition plays a very key role in terms of the end product, in terms of when you do capping. The soils make a distinct in terms of flavors. The altitudes where you're growing your coffee makes quite a big difference in terms of quality and taste. Basically, the coffee that is grown in high altitude zones, you are able to tell a quite distinct flavor in terms of acidity, boldness of the coffee, and the cap is super good.
Wow. So coffee grown from, say, Kisii, coffee grown from Vihiga in Western, coffee grown in Mount Elgon, in Kericho, in Kiambu. The taste varies on the soil.
Yes, the taste is different, not only soils, but also altitudes and the nutrition aspect of the farmer. Yeah,
soil, altitude, the nutritional content of the soil and so on.
Yes.
Learning quite a lot.
And it's quite different.
So in Kiambu, how would you describe the soil?
It's red soil.
It's red soil?
Yeah.
It's acidic?
It's acidic. Our coffee is quite acidic, and that brings it to be one of the best coffees in the world because it's used to blend other coffee because of the acidity level.
Because of the acidity. So you said you have over 40 acres of coffee farm, and you deal also with the farmers.
Yes.
So about how many farmers do you work with?
Over 50 farmers.
Over 50 farmers.
Because we've told you one reason as to why we venture into Pristine coffee export is to ensure these farmers get a better value. Our model starts with good agricultural practices by training these farmers to ensure first they have good production before going out there to ensure that we have good consignment for export purposes.
Wow, that's quite informative. And Joe, what varieties of coffee are on your farm?
Good question, because varieties are dependent on many factors like ecological zones. We are currently doing Roiro and SL28. However, there is a grafted variety that we are shifting towards. Remember, Onenki farms, these are honed farms, than generational farms. As you find that in some portions of our farm we have SL28, in other portions we have Roiro 11, but out of good agricultural practices, we are doing a graft of the two varieties. A
graft of Roiro 11 and SL28.
Yes. We've noted that SL28 rootstock is quite handy, or the root system. It is able to tolerate drought, and in consideration of changes in climatic weather conditions, it is able to withstand the harsh conditions. On the other side, Roiro 11, when you use it as a shoot, it is able to withstand, or it is not susceptible to pest and to diseases mainly, like blight, rust, and having a combination, or let me use the right one, grafted variety of SL as the rootstock and the Roiro 11 as shoot, as I demonstrated in our videos during our farm visit, we are able to get varieties that are handy, productive, and giving us good output as farmers.
Right.
So, despite the fact that we have honed varieties, we are now ensuring that our farms are having grafted varieties that are able to give us good output.
Didn't I see Arabica on the farm?
Arabica is the umbrella of all these varieties that we are talking about. In Kenya, we are growing Arabica coffee. There are only two types of coffee, that is Arabica and Robusta in Kenya.
So we have Arabica and
Robusta.
Robusta.
Yeah.
So the two varieties on the farm, Ruiru 11 and SL28,
fall under
Arabica.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really getting educated. Exactly. And when you have this grafted, what would you call it? Ruiru 11 plus SL28?
We just call it a graft of Ruiru and SL.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do the varieties depend on where they are grown? Like, would Ruiru 11 do well in Mount Elgon, in Vihiga? Very
good question. That's why when I started, I said it's dependent on ecological zones. For an instance, someone who is in drought conditions, like let's say Machakos, in such counties that conditions at times can get worse in terms of temperature. Varieties like SL20 that we talked about, being handy, can do much better than Roiro 11.
The varieties matter.
Varieties matters a lot in terms of productivity and in terms of tolerance to diseases, as well as in terms of climate conditions.
Okay, so what are the coffee seasons? You know, when is the harvesting? Is it throughout? Are there seasons?
No, different regions have different seasons, but coffee has two seasons per year.
Coffee has 2 seasons per year?
Yeah.
Wow, naona tunaletewa kawa hapa. Yeah, and is multitasking. Next time utamwona in the farm, Joe.
Karibu sana.
Yeah, thank you, Anne. So Anne has left video editing. Yeah, at Champs Media, we multitask. Asante sana, Anne. So, hii kahawa ni ya Komo-Igi.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing us this coffee. So, Joe, thanks. Guys, unaona hii kahawa tunakunywa, hii ni ya Pristine Komo-Igi. So, hii ni gani, Joe?
Good. This is a blend of grade AA and grade AB coffee from Pristine Komo-Igi. And you will taste and tell us the profiles.
Yeah? Yeah, so let me taste. And later on, you'll tell us what makes a difference again in different varieties.
Yeah.
So, but I'm told the bulk of coffee produced in Kenya is exported, that we barely take about just 5%. Is that the case?
That's the case. Kenya is not a coffee drinking culture. And you find out that many families, many homesteads consume tea. By that, you find most of the coffee that is grown in Kenya is exported. However,
thank you, Anne. I appreciate it, Anne. Thank you.
Thank you. Bodies like Coffee Directorate and Agricultural Fund Authorities, they are helping to build coffee drinking cultures in Kenya through capacity building and sensitization. Yeah.
Wow.
One reason that makes me feel that Kenyan is not more of coffee drinking culture is the process that coffee undergoes for it to be ready in the cup as we're having it. Actually, many farmers don't know even then the process. Once they harvest the coffee cherry beans, they give it for processing, they don't know after a month about it again.
Wow.
So the knowledge gap also makes it difficult for the farmer or the families to go buy coffee again.
Yeah. Let's now take the viewers through the value chain. Yes,
Good.
I was on the farm to pluck kahawa. It's called picking.
Yeah, cherry bean
it's
picking.
called cherry picking.
Yeah.
So what you are picking is cherry. You know, the ripe. You still call it coffee or cherry?
The cherry beans.
The cherry beans, you know. Yeah. Thank you for educating me. So what we are picking is cherry beans.
Yeah, the cherry
and
beans.
Then what follows next?
After we pick cherry beans, we do sorting. We sort to ensure that we've only handpicked the ripe ones from the lots. Because during the process, at times, you might find harvesters have picked overripes, underripes. So we do fast sorting at the farm. After we do fast sorting, then we take it to the next step of processing. There are two types of processing coffee. There is wet processing, the one that I took you through, the chambers, the fermentation chambers and all that before we dry to get now the parchments. This is what you get after wet processing. These are coffee parchments.
These are called parchments.
These are called parchments. After that, after drying and attaining the right moisture content, they undergo processing again that is called milling to remove now the outer skin, the husk.
The outer skin is called the husk.
The husk.
Then you remain with?
Then we remain the green bean. The green bean, we have various grains of green bean. That's now where export business begins. The exporter's business begins. However, under Pristine Coffee, our business begins in production because we want to achieve premium grains with quality cup. But to many exporters, now their business begins at green bean. This is what we normally export. Green bean falls again under grading system based on the bean size.
The bean size?
The quality in terms of defects levels. Now we categorize it. You might find that screen size 18, the bold beans, the big size beans, those are specialty coffee beans. And at the same time, in grade AA, for example, the big size, you might still find a different category of coffee that is fairly averaged in terms of quality, based on how the farmer took care of his produce. So you might have the same screen size, but different cup.
But is this determined by machines or by looking, your eyes, by touching, feeling, or a variety of methods?
We have machines that do the screening. However, even with bare eyes, you're able to tell different type of grains.
From experience.
So
are these different types?
Due to bulkness, your process, you're having bulk produce, you cannot just do sorting with eyes. So there are machines that help us to do that.
So you come with the samples here. So from my eyes, all these are the same?
No, they are different. You find that this is AB grade. You find that this is PB. If you keenly take a close look, you will realize this bean size is different from this.
This is bigger.
Yeah, this is bigger. The same case with this and this. So this is grade AB, this is grade C, this is grade PB.
PB. So what does that mean? So this is higher grade followed by this, followed by that, or what?
Yes, it is. The bigger the bean, the higher the grade, and vis-a-vis also. The smaller the grade.
So from, let me take you to take the viewers again through the coffee cherry.
This coffee cherry,
and then we
do sorting.
Then you go to.
When we do sorting, there are two processes. We've discussed the first process, the wet processing method, that eventually will give us these gold premium grains like AA, AB, PB, C, T. There are very many grains. But now, these are categorized under screen sizes.
So what do you export?
We export green bean.
You export this?
Yes. What we normally do...
you'll be looking at different qualities. The price now will depend on the quality.
Yes.
This is what will end up in America?
Yes. You find that different
or
grains,
Europe, UK?
Yeah. What we do, after now production and processing, we share samples to our clients. We tell them that we have these various kind of coffee and they tell you exact grain that they are interested with. You discuss the shipment terms, and you draft a contract. Then upon that, we do pre-shipment. Pre-shipment is confirmation of what we are going to ship.
Okay, that's quite clear.
Yeah.
But then there's something in Mombasa. Is it the auction or the what? Or you deal directly with the people buying from abroad?
Very good question.
And
in the value chain, let me get now back to...
you sip your coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me get you back now to the value chain. In the value chain, there's a farmer. The farmer does harvesting, takes it to the factories or cooperative. Farmers have cooperative societies that helps them now to undertake it to the next process of wet processing. In this factory, they are also doing, some factories are also doing milling. After milling, we have the green beans. When we have the green beans, then factories or cooperatives have marketing agents in Kenyan system. These marketing agents now bring all their coffee or the coffee from farmers to Nairobi Coffee Exchange. In Nairobi Coffee Exchange, this is where all exporters come at a mutual meeting point to do purchases. The market takes place always on Tuesday, the buying of coffee from the marketing agents. After we buy now from the marketing agents, we are able now to pack and organize logistical aspects. That is way number one of exporting. Second way of exporting is something we call direct export. Direct export is whereby a farm like Onenki Farm, I'm giving it an example, they have a grower's license. This license is given by Agricultural Food Authority to allow them sell their coffee directly to the international clients. So you can produce as a farmer, take it to the factory, get processing, know how many number of bags you've got after milling, then export directly without going now through Nairobi Coffee Exchange. Yeah, that's the distinct.
So where does Pristine Komo-Igi come in here in that chain? Where are they? Because I've heard of factories, the exporters, the marketers, the what? So Pristine Komo-Igi?
Pristine is an exporter, is a coffee exporter. Is able to buy from Nairobi Coffee Exchange, and at the same time, he has farms like Onenki farms, hence he is able to do a direct sale to the client.
Do you deal with the cooperative society at any point in the chain?
No, we don't deal with the cooperatives in the chain. Instead, we deal with the Nairobi Coffee Exchange.
Wow, you well expounded. And sip your coffee as we talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, and yes, you export coffee, but this is your coffee, Komo-Igi. So you are able to process something we can drink, or how did you end up with this?
Yes, we are able because we are producers and we understand also the value chain. We are able to do sampling of our coffee, take it for milling, get the right bean sizes, take it to a roaster, get it roasted, and then grounded. And that's how we achieved to drink our coffee and also bring something.
Yeah, you remember I was asking after this what? So this, you said you are calling beans.
Yes.
So this will be roasted.
This now, after this, to get it to your cup, it will require you first to do roasting.
You do roasting and then?
When you do roasting, you'll do grounding. Grounding is rendering it into bits that are now able to be prepared. From there now, that's when you do brewing.
Yeah, you brew the coffee.
Yeah. Wow. So that reason that you've mentioned is one of the reasons that makes Kenya not a coffee drinking culture, because even the farmer himself at times don't understand. I have the
but that's the farmer. I'm talking of ordinary Kenyans.
Even
who have nothing to do with that. You see, we drink soda, whether we know how it's manufactured and whatever, or water, we drink a lot. But I'm just wondering why Kenyans don't have a coffee drinking culture. They don't have to be farmers.
Very true. Very true. They don't have to be farmers. But I think sensitization plays a key role on commodity, how it sells, how it's adopted by consumers.
Coffee was introduced by what?
Colonialists.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason it's not traditionally Kenyan product.
Also, tea was introduced by colonialists.
So
I think sensitization was more onto tea culture than the coffee culture. And that's how we ended up as a tea consuming nation.
So you mentioned a few of the challenges. What other challenges does this sector face and the Pristine Komo-Igi?
When you check on the space of exporters, number one is climate change. When the farmer is affected and is not able to do gold production, exporters are affected because getting bulk volumes will become a challenge. And even if it gets availed, the prices will be globally skyrocketing, which brings an issue of high cost of doing that business. Secondly, logistical costs. Remember, this product has to be shipped globally, so there's a cost implication. So when you check on the logistical costs, in terms of exporters, it is expensive to do the business. When it gets to farmers, because farmers play a key role in this journey of coffee industry, high cost of inputs in Kenya, like fertilizers, chemicals, and even labor, because it's a factor of production, you find that it becomes expensive to grow coffee in bulk. So by that, we believe that government has a role to play to ensure that cost of production is not high, but currently it's a challenge. Again, when it comes to the cost of production, it is in terms of inputs from farmers, it is affecting sustainability. You understand that prices are globally dictated, not locally. So if the cost of production in your country is high, that means you are not competitive to other coffee growing countries. Yeah,
remember, viewers, we are talking to Joe Karani, who is agribusiness consultant with Pristine Komo-Igi Limited, a very prominent coffee exporter based in Kiambu, and we've really been educated so far, so good. But the other challenge we hear, and then middlemen are the problem, that eventually the farmer doesn't get value for money. But others who never toiled, never went through the challenges you are talking about, farm inputs and so on, reap the benefits. Is that the case?
That's the case. And that defines one of our core purpose of coming up with Pristine Coffee. We are sensitizing farmers that if you manage to get international markets, there is a fair value of what you're growing. And you find out there that many farmers don't know even of something like growers' license that have been in existence for years, that they can be able to grow and export their own coffee. And this brings us to another challenge that coffee industry faces. Accessibility to these international markets is a key problem, because if you go out there to Kiambu and tell a farmer, you need to sell this coffee internationally, where to? How do I do it?
Is that how you come in to support that farmer to export?
Now that's how Pristine
Wouldn't you also be called a middleman?
To some extent, yes. To some extent, no. Because we are having a goal of ensuring that, number one, you are able to get the fair value that any other middleman is not, or any other business person is not giving you by telling you this is the right price that we are selling this final product. And these are your cost of production. These are the margins. And
also you said you educate them, you enable them, you support them to get the best quality. And when you have the best quality, you get the best price.
Yes.
Okay, very well done. So, and how do you ensure sustainability?
We ensure sustainability by ensuring that this coffee, number one, is traceable to individual farms. Secondly, by ensuring that this coffee is being produced through good agricultural practices that are ensuring human health safety, e.g. by use of the inputs from the farm. Thirdly, through technological advancements, we ensure sustainability by ensuring that this farmer is able not only to keep track of what he's using in his farm, but also in realization of what he's getting back in terms of value. Because at the end of the day, it's pesa mfukoni for the farmer, for the exporter, or for any other coffee industry dealer or stakeholder. If the farmer is getting good returns from what is growing, then that industry, number one, is sustainable.
Yeah, we hear some farmers are cutting. Kiambu is an example that farms are being wiped out. Real estate is coming out. Is that a threat? Is it real? Is it a threat?
It is a threat, and a big threat, because we say urbanization is taking up also the agribusiness aspect of the farms, especially that are closer to urban setups. It is a challenge. We are aware of it. However, we are still believing that it's not only through urbanization that people can make a livelihood, for example, through real estate, also through agriculture or through agribusiness. By ensuring that the farmer gets a fair value of what he's growing, will get him convinced that
to still do coffee,
it is wise to continue producing coffee.
So I believe,
for example, Pristine coffee export is owned by a family that is now in that generation of coffee production. So these are still people who believe that it is still doable.
Yeah. So, you know, the point you are getting here and then is, if motivated, if the price is good, the farmer will still continue to grow coffee because they see value. Then there is urbanization. So yes, some farms are close to areas that people are building residentials and so on. So that the motivated farmer or the investors can still get land elsewhere and still grow coffee.
Yeah, they can still get land somewhere and do coffee. But the main goal of them shifting even to real estate is return on investment. They are comparing what they are getting from their coffee producing farms vis-a-vis what they can get in real estate and such urbanization driven projects or investments. So if the focus can be on how farmers can get a fair value of what they are growing, then even urbanization is not much of a threat.
Yeah, so one of the other commonly asked question is about fair trade and farmer empowerment. I think you've tackled that.
Yes, I've tackled that.
Yeah, and then the other one is, how do you see the future of Kenyan coffee exports?
The future is very good because, number one, globally, our coffee is recognized in terms of quality. So that makes it more promising. And the shift is towards now traceability. From individual farms to global levels. Consumers' preference is now on understanding the story behind the cup, not just a gold cup. And that's one of our key drivers in Pristine, to ensure that the consumers are able to get or trace back what they are drinking.
Yeah, and how are you exploring new markets and blends?
We are exploring new markets through exhibitions. You find out that globally the exhibitions that takes place, this is some of the places that we go meet buyers. We also ensure that we go to key broadcasts to make coffee known, like the way we are having Charms Media today. Those are key areas that we are targeting. That coffee industry is known and Pristine, to be precise, is identifiable with good quality coffee.
Yeah, well put. And then there's the role of technology.
Yeah, very good. Technology plays a very key role, as I earlier mentioned, when it comes to any other business, be it farm, be it export company, because through technology, we are able also to market our brand through social medias, ensuring tracking of what we're doing, tracing back. And there's something interesting that Nairobi Coffee Exchange did of late. During COVID-19, or before COVID-19, exporters used to mainly go buy coffee physically. At Nairobi. But through technological advancement, you find that you can trade coffee even from your farm through your laptop. You can do raw profiling of what you want, check the exact lots that you need. Actually, we concentrate so much on ensuring that we source, when we are sourcing, we source quality that is premium and meeting the specs of the consumer. And after that, they have a technological system that is allowing you to buy that coffee from any part of the country.
Wow. That's quite a transformation.
It's quite a transformation.
The technology just makes then the world look small, and you're like the value chain is just at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Wow. So then, as we finalize, Joe, what is your personal vision for Kenya's coffee sector?
Very good question.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a future or a vision whereby our farmers will have a fair value for what they are growing. Secondly, I'm looking for a coffee industry where young men and women or youths are passionate with a coffee growing from production to coffee export as a business.
Okay.
That's my personal vision when it comes to the industry in Kenya. Kenyan industry.
And in line with that, Joe, very well put. So, do we roughly know how many coffee farmers we have in Kenya?
Nairobi Coffee Exchange or Agricultural Fund Authority maybe have that data, but personally, I don't have.
Yeah. For Pristine, Komo-Igi, where does your coffee go? What are some of the key destinations?
We export coffee globally. Our current niche is UAE, United Arab Emirates.
UAE?
Yes. And remember, Dubai is a central point of business trade. So we ship mainly our coffee to United Arab Emirates. Yeah.
As a layman, I thought for many others, the biggest market would be Europe or America.
Those are some of the markets that our Kenyan coffee is consumed in large volumes. And as Pristine, those are areas that we are also looking to venture or export our coffee. Yeah,
and the other challenge people have been saying, we do very well. Our coffee is known all over the world.
Yes.
But when you are drinking that coffee in Starbucks, or when you are drinking that coffee somewhere in London or in Washington D.C., it's not Kenyan. You are not saying it's blended or it's branded a different name.
Yeah.
You know, how can we own it?
Owning it first comes through tracing it. What we are introducing in the game. That it's not just about drinking. It's about a story behind it. Or behind this cup. So we can achieve this by ensuring that our farmers are empowered to a level of facing these markets internationally. By this, we will have brand recognition. You find that it is not just about Kenyan coffee. It's very precise, branded, Pristine Komo-Igi. So even if you visit any supermarket, even international there, you'll be able to associate this coffee to the local production country. Yeah, I believe that is a strategy that will enhance coffee consumption and recognition globally.
Your coffee is nice.
Thank you.
I like the taste. I've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll give me more.
We will for sure.
You're
Actually,
going to leave
brought you some.
Some coffee for me here. Thank you. Yes, we were speaking with Joe Karani, agribusiness consultant with the Pristine Komo-Igi in Kiambu. He's educated us quite a lot about coffee export and the value chain. And what a show! Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Your parting shot, looking at that camera, what would you like to conclude with?
Very good. First of all, I'm grateful for this opportunity with you, Alex. It was amazing to enlighten our viewer on the coffee industry and precisely about Pristine Komo-Igi coffee export company and what we do. You are a farmer out there wondering, what can I do to get where Pristine is? Alex will share with you our details on how you can get in touch. You've heard our strategies on how we are supporting farmers and how we are doing the agribusiness journey with our farmers. Secondly, you are out there, you are a roaster, coffee dealer, someone who is interested to import Kenyan coffee and you don't know how to go about it. Pristine Komo-Igi coffee is here for you, able to source for you coffee well produced, traceable, and very high quality, as you just heard Alex talk about after tasting. So we will be able to expedite that business and ensure that we bring value to you.
Great. As Joe said, Pristine Komo-Igi coffee or Pristine Komo-Igi Limited is there for you, and also the diaspora. So our Kenyan networks, Kenyan friends, communities abroad. You've been asking me, you need quality coffee from Kenya. There you are. Get in touch with Joe and his team at Pristine Komo-Igi. Ama namna gani? Yeah, and thank you. Just to also appreciate Pristine Komo-Igi has been a key partner in our events, in our forums at Chams Media, both locally and internationally. And for those in Dubai, look out for them. Ama namna gani? Si mnaenda Dubai sasa?
Kesho.
Yes,
your next for the World of Coffee event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. It was a pleasure talking to you, Joe.
Thank you.
Nitarudi shamba tena.
Asante, karibu.
Yeah, I enjoyed having a tour of your farms. Karibu. And as I said, for me it was quite touristic. Yeah, I'll make
our
another
viewers also, we normally organize farm tours. It's one of our packages, so keep in touch.
Asante.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.